Oh gosh, poor thing. Like, he's pretty cool. He's pretty big. I don't know if he should be in my garden though. Well, not that this is a garden yet. It's a mess. But it's gonna be a garden. I've had some serious bad hair days going on, and I don't care. It's just part of the season. We're working outside, it's windy. It is what it is. So this pile is here prematurely. I probably should have worked on getting all the weeds out and everything. I tried to smother them with cardboard, but the rain came, kind of broke down some of the cardboard. I don't know, it just wasn't the best idea. Either way, this is going to be my setup. It's going to be my potager garden. Is that the way you say it? Potager? Kitchen garden. So we'll have, I'm going to put some lavender in here just because I think it's pretty. It's beautiful. It's a red maple. And then those ones over there are really big maples.
Can you make me
maple syrup? We're going to, no, we're going to tap, we're going to remember that those ones are maples and tap them in the spring. You have to wait till March again. It's like too late for that now.
Why?
Anyway, gentle with your toad. We're gonna have some lavender, just to attract pollinators, and because I love it, I love the smell of it, and maybe I'll try drying some of it. So I have that over here. I have some lavender. There's gonna be a bunch of herbs. This one is hurting badly, isn't it? I need some water pronto. I have some lemongrass. You know, some thyme, some cilantro, some more basil. I'm growing the same variety over in my other garden. So some of this stuff I have in my other garden, but I wanted to have some close by. That smells really good. And then I also have some mint that I'm going to put in a pot before I set it in the ground because I don't want it to spread. Because mint is bad for that. And I also have something else. Well, I'm going to go get some water for this, and then I'm going to start working on getting this raked out. You breaking up my soil for me? Do you want some tools to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go get them. Everything's down at the garden. This weather's weird. We get like a heat wave, and then it gets really cold. Yesterday was warmer than today. I don't know. You never know what you're going to get in the spring here. I haven't been to the garden yet today. And we've been sort of in baby chick land. Just nursing that baby chick. It's basically been exhausting because I was up till 11 o'clock, 11:30, researching what I could do for her, which I also did a lot yesterday, but I got some tips from a friend who has a bunch of breeds of chickens. Yeah, so she sent me some tips. Everything looks good here. It's nice and moist. So these guys, everything got nicely watered. I do have to do some weeding. Well, this is going to be the story of our life. I think these guys are doing really good. They're growing. These little babies, I'm still not so sure how if they're gonna produce anything. Of all the years I've done any kind of gardening, I've never put any tomato that small into a bed. Like, that's usually what they look like in March under my lights. But it was a late start for a couple reasons. One, I wanted to start a little bit later because usually my plants are so massive that I run out of room under the lights as I'm potting them up. And then it's just a lot to move outside every day when I'm hardening them off. So I decided to wait a little bit longer, but then I ran into the problem of I didn't have enough seeds. My seeds were older, so my germination rate was really crappy. And by the time that I got to getting new seeds, that's when it was kind of questionable. So this is what we're seeing here, sort of 2 batches. I almost forgot what I was coming out here for. I'll do a better tour in a couple of days. I just put some... Oh, my gloves are soaked. I just put some parsnips in and some more carrots. I put 2 varieties of carrots, a skinny orange one, and then a white or a yellow. It's called solar yellow. It looks really cool. It looks like a parsnip kind of. And then alongside that I did parsnips. So I hope that they germinate. They will. Everything will germinate. The only thing that didn't do really super well at all, like it was a complete fail, was my onions. And again, it was because of the fact that I was using old seeds and I knew it. The package even said, like sometimes the package says, sometimes it doesn't. And this one said, sow by December 2019. Well, I wasn't shopping. I was quarantined completely. So I decided to take my chances and pop them in the ground. I am not seeing any sign of onions. Could that be an onion? Or is that grass? I'm pretty sure that's just grass. And then there was the whole thing where half my garden was weeds. Like literally the one half of each bed down at the west end of my garden was super bad. This is all freaking weeds. And in here is Swiss chard. Maybe. We don't know. Chances are I'm going to have to pull all of this up. But as you get, southbound in the bed, you can see that maybe I have some Swiss chard. So I'm debating whether I just want to reseed entirely, because this was older seed as well, and I now have new seeds because I was planning on doing 2 crops anyway and was able to get to a garden center recently. I'm just going to probably reseed it and try to get control of these weeds. I don't know. Better get my tools over to that garden. Daddy brought it over with the tractor, all this topsoil. And we're going to pick through it and get all the weeds out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull in the grass. Get your gardening gloves on? Yep. Where my garden is now, we scraped the sod off of it just to initially get it going, and then we had some more topsoil brought in. That's after we dug a barn foundation up. Unknowingly choosing our plot over an old barn. Oh God, this is like a lot of grass. What we done here? After I get the garden done that we're working on right now, after I get this garden done, I'm going to tackle this one. I didn't do anything with this garden last year, and it is hurting. It's a little kidney-shaped garden. You can tell that from here. Super cute. And yeah, it's pretty tragic. There's something that's growing in it right now, some chives. mean, I started those chives from seed 2 years ago. And that garden was really cute when I first put it in. Okay, let's try to figure out what we're doing here. The beautiful mojito mint. So can you crack the bottom of that thing off just so it has an opportunity to spread a little bit? What?
I'm going to kill these.
Don't need it yet.
Ow, my eyes.
It is getting hot out, isn't it? Hang on to her this time. No! Now you're just being silly. So we got the parsley put in. We got two kinds. We got a curled and a flat leaf. And then over there in the corner beside the hosta is a cucamelon. So we have lots of cucamelon over in the garden. But I think they're so pretty. Good. Put it in the wagon, please. I think they're so pretty, and I think that it'll look kind of funky on this thing. We might give this thing a little bit of a revamp, but meh, I'm not too worried about it. And of course we got the mint put in, and now we're gonna seed some lettuce and some spinach in here, in this little area.
How do I even do?
And Keith is doing some chives just for fun, right? I would make like a long, like an oval patch is what I would do.
There.
I think an oval patch will look really good. And yeah, because it's nice and dark green.
Side.
It looks like mouse poo.
Yeah. It's like I'm a little mouse.
Okay, I'm gonna get started on the spinach. So this will be a little bit of spinach. Pardon? So we're gonna do spinach and lettuce, and then Swiss chard, and the rest is all plants. Kind of working. Oh, maybe it's not. So, full sun to partial shade. They go in the ground 2 inches. Do a full garden, full tour in an upcoming video and share with you everything that's growing here. I'm really excited. Things are looking really, really good already. So Yeah, not bad for June 2nd. Yeah, June 2nd. So I'll just do a quick recap of what I put in here today, and then yeah, share with you in future dates how things are going. We have a couple of cilantros because cilantro is a big thing in my world, and I have some in the garden out back as well, and plan to plant some more. I have some nasturtiums that I actually moved from the garden out back, some basil, a baby oregano that I planted. Oh, I almost passed this one over. A little rosemary. And then we kind of get into our kale. So I have a bunch of kale here, which is something that we eat a lot of. So I have this kind of little bit here, and then some more over there. I have 2 pots of lavender, which have been attracting pollinators all day long. A bigger Greek oregano. I have a couple of lemongrasses, which my initial plan was actually to plant them near our fire pit or near our back deck because they help ward off mosquitoes. But this is their home for now. I have a sage, some more nasturtiums, some thyme, some very sad looking dill, which I hope perks up. And we have some curled and flat leaf parsley over there, as well as some mojito mint. And this section over here and the back sections all along, I have some dahlias planted. And then I have some marigolds over here. Keith planted some chives over here. We've got some spinach in this row, some lettuce in this row, or no, Swiss chard in this row, some spinach in this row, some romaine lettuce in this row, and some more Swiss chard right here. So I have 2 kinds of Swiss chard. We have a rhubarb chard in this one, and in, which one is it? This one is the rainbow chard. Yeah, spinach, rainbow chard, regular old leaf lettuce, romaine lettuce, and the rhubarb chard. So, yeah. So that's it. So I just love how it's turning out. It will have pretty much everything that I plan to have in here. Oh yeah, there's a cucamelon in the corner. I forgot about that. So, I mean, having maybe a tomato would be nice up here too, but I can always have that in a potter close to the house. And I was trying to use what I had already purchased, needed to get in the ground right away. So I achieved the goal. So I'm a happy camper, happy planter. So that's it for today. Let me know how your planting is going, and I hope that this video is even audible because of all the wind. I have to get a microphone, and that's next on my list. Anyway, thanks again for joining. Join us again for a future video. There's going to be updates on the gardens, the animals, all the goodies as we progress on our homestead journey. Thanks again. Bye.
It's clear to see from up here, the world seems small.